I need you calm. Okay, no matter what happens, you gotta stay calm.
I told you I don't follow these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows. Ask me about Hereditary. Ask me about The Witch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Why We Love Horror Trivia. I'm JWMaher. Two big matches of horror trivia coming for you tonight, and we're starting off with some teams action. We're trying to figure out who the number one contenders going to be. We got two teams here. They're ready to slug it out. They both won their last matches, and now they're playing each other. I'm going to bring in the team that consists of the lower-ranked players in singles in first. That would be the Skeleton Krew, Jacob Cameron, Erick Moreno. Guys, how you feeling?
Well, backstage, one of our opponents for this evening just gave us his alien rankings, and now I'm mad. Now I'm pretty mad at this point. So, Eric, what say you? What say we wipe the floor with these jabronis, shall we?
Oh, I wish I can follow you in a promo department and as a heel, but even as a notable prick, I have a very hard time saying a bad word against Henry and Pez. I love those guys, even in spite of especially Henry's bad takes. But I can appreciate the passion in his takes. Let's see how he's passionate about trivia, because he actually studies for this one. That means he respects us and he kind of fears us. Probably not.
Let's just say I have some unfinished business with Mr. Howell.
Oh yes, revenge.
Fantastic. For those of you who weren't privy to the conversation, one of these guys coming in thinks Alien 3 is better than Aliens. You figure out which one it is. Henry Confidential. Austin Howell. It's Henry. How do you guys feel today?
No, the more egregious thing is putting the Predator above Aliens. That is the more egregious crime. So, yeah, it ain't me. No, this should be fun. Myself and Mr. Cameron have faced off before in singles. We had a good little match there. I know Eric knows his stuff. And, when Henry studies, he's pretty good. So hopefully he'll be pretty good. Yeah.
He's pretty good when he doesn't study as well.
Yeah.
so just give a little backstory of for the while I just don't like the cultish era of trivia nowadays of if you study then you're good at trivia instead of actually watching the movies. But I was terrible in the last match. I owed it to Pez. I clearly watched all the movies, and I was like, I'm gonna jot down some notes. And it's also John's writing. John's writing's scary, so I'm like, let me. He just doesn't think the way I think. So I'm like, now I need to think how John thinks. So I'm gonna write those things down. And I watched some of their matches with some of these similar strengths. And I'm like, I knew those questions. So we're off to a decent start. And yes, Alien 3, Alien Covenant, The Predator, Prometheus, all better than Aliens.
That being said, let's talk about round one in teams. It is a whiteboard round, not a speed round like we do in singles. The Traps of Perfection gave me 4 categories. The Skeleton Krew gave me 4 categories, and I wrote 8 questions. I'll ask a question. The teams will have 15 seconds to write down their individual answers on whiteboards. After 15 seconds are up, I'll call them one at a time. They will turn their boards around. They'll say their answer. They'll show their answer. And if they get the question right, they get a point. If they get all 8 questions right, there will be a 9th bonus question available for the duration of the match. Both teams have 4 repeats and a challenge. Any questions before we get started?
Nope. Questions your department.
Question number 1, Henry. How dare you? No.
First, your
first question comes in the category of movies written by Frank Darabont. Very easily, who plays the titular role in The Fly 2? What is that dude's name?
I can appreciate somebody thinking Alien 3 is underrated. I can appreciate that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll start with Henry.
I didn't even look at this one, so I wasn't expecting this to be a round 1. Damn it.
I guess you did not think like me. Eric.
My fellow sharing name, Eric Stoltz.
And Pez.
I've seen that before.
Eric Stoltz.
And
he's good in it too.
Could have been Marty McFly, Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz, Mask himself. Your second question.
I think you will like it. Actually.
Drag Me to Hell. What item is taken from Christine that becomes the cursed item? Not exactly what it's written, but that's exactly what I'm asking. In Sam Raimi, by the way. What did they take from her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eric.
Oh, didn't write too much, but I put button.
Pez.
A button.
Jacob.
I said a necklace.
And Henry.
Button.
Yeah, rips a button off her coat. That is correct. And we're all tied up after 2. Your third question comes in Predator. In Predator 2, the gang war is between people from what 2 countries?
Well, I have a big issue with this specific thing. I'll tell you a bit later.
It's yeah.
It was the 80s.
It sure was.
3, 2.
Well,
1. It was the early 90s, but shot in the 80s. Pez.
it feels like Colombia and Jamaica.
Jacob.
Jamaica, Colombia.
And Henry.
I said Mexico and USA.
Oh my goodness. Eric.
Colombia and Jamaica. But I've told you this as a Spanish-speaking person in Mexico, like the Colombian gangsters use very Mexican words for their curses.
Well,
especially.
and Jamaica doesn't really do voodoo. That's more Haiti, but yeah, that's also stereotypical
That's
nonsense.
It was the 80s.
I
All
know.
right, next question. In the Alien franchise, who's the only cast member across the franchise to play both a human character and an android character?
So yeah, before they say they were Colombian, like I was pretty sure they were Mexican until they
Got
say
recruited from Mexico. 5,
they
4,
probably cast Mexican too.
2, 1, and Jacob.
Lance Henriksen.
And Henry.
Lance Hendrickson.
And Eric.
Lance Hendrickson.
And Pez.
Lance Henriksen.
A clean sweep, guys. You guys are doing good. Your 5th question in Toni Collette. What U.S. state serves as the setting for 2011's Fright Night? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back over to Henry.
California.
And Eric.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Damn it! I knew they go to Nevada. I thought they traveled the state.
Nevada, specifically Las Vegas.
And Jacob.
Cali.
Nevada.
I should have said I thought of sending you this data like Pez and Henry their last match. Yeah.
We're going
Like,
back in
watch
time
that.
for classics. Where does Carol work in Repulsion? And I'll take a general answer. 5, 4, 3,
Forgot this was a category.
1. Heads down. Eric.
Yeah, forgot.
To be honest, we put it and I forgot the same hospital.
And Pez.
I've never seen it. I said library.
And Jake.
I've seen it. I blanked. I said a brothel.
And Henry.
Is it a convent?
She works in a nail salon or like a spa. She's a manicurist.
Pass.
Yeah.
You would like it. Next question. Movie release dates. What year saw the release of Cube? That movie with the people in the cube.
Mm-hmm.
The cubes in the cube, and there's cubing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pez.
1997.
And Jacob.
I said 2007.
And Henry.
But 8.
And Eric.
I jaded at 98 as well.
Pez is correct. 1997, and we're tied again. Going into your last question in the 2010s. What 2014 film has supporting performances from Lulu Wilson, Joel McHale, and Olivia Munn?
What's the name of that goddamn movie?
Guarantee it's probably on Pez's shelf. 5.
I'll take an extension, please. Give me a second.
All right, it's
Son
your first.
of a bitch. What the hell's the name of that movie? Joel McHale is yoked in it. What the fuck is the name of that movie?
5, 4.
Shit. I'm sorry, Henry. I blanked on it.
I don't have it. So, but
I saw this in the theater and I can't remember the name of the goddamn movie.
Jacob.
I said Oculus. I'm wrong.
It's that stupid exorcism movie with the cops, but I can't remember the hell name of it.
As is describing the movie, Henry.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing. Haven't seen it.
Eric.
So for some reason, I always guess Better Watch Out because
I
it sounds
couldn't pull it. I couldn't pull it.
Deliver Us from Evil.
Oh, Jesus. What a
The
generic
one with-
title for a
yeah,
fucking
I know.
movie. Yeah. Ugh.
That being said, no perfect rounds. So we'll be going on to round number 2. Round number 2 works a little something like this. All those categories are on a wheel now. We're tied, so we will defer to the higher ranked team. That would be the Traps of Perfection. They can decide whether they want to spin first or defer. There's 10 slices on the wheel, so all 8 categories, plus a spinner's choice and an opponent's choice wedge. Whoever spins first, they spin. They can take the category on the first spin, or they can spin again if they'd like, but then they have to take the second category. Whatever they wind up getting, 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can check down the multiple choice. Question becomes worth 1 point. And at any point, you give an incorrect answer, your opponents can steal. So let's bring the wheel in. Go over the categories in the wheel today. So we got Frank Darabont written, Sam Raimi, Predator franchise, Alien franchise, Toni Collette, classics, movie release dates, and the 2010s. Traps, you can spin first or defer to the crew.
We usually defer, right?
Yeah, we'll let them go.
Defer.
All right, Skeleton Krew, here's your first spin.
Should have gotten Nevada at least, and probably should have gotten Eric Stoltz.
You get spinner's choice.
Ooh,
You guys hear the categories again?
Do you want to hear? I don't need to hear them. Do you need to hear them, Jacob?
No. You want to go with Alien?
I don't know. I kind of want to go with what been working this weekend. If you kind of agree,
Yeah, let's go with that.
if we are in the same page, I'm thinking
Yes.
we're going Frank Darabont written.
Frank Darabont, yeah.
Frank Darabont written?
Yeah.
Frank Darabont written. Here we go. Your first question. Who has roles in both The Blob and The Mist?
I believe that's Jeffrey Damon. If you agree with me,
Yeah, go with it.
Jeffrey Damon. Final answer.
That's correct.
Pez, don't do head nods. Let them talk themselves out of it.
No, I did check this.
One partner will second guess the other. Don't do head nods.
Your second question. Why is Will in a wheelchair in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
Eric, didn't he try to like jump to his death and he like broke his legs or something?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, go for it.
He tried to jump to his death. Final answer.
More detail than I had, but that's correct. Suicide attempt.
Good job. I didn't remember that, so
Yeah.
good job.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't remember
about that.
second
No,
that.
that's
Oh, good
you gave me how he tried to kill himself. That's great.
Yeah.
I'd rather be more detailed than less.
No,
Here's
that's always
your
good.
third question. In The Mist, what type of establishment is next to the supermarket where David and a few others go to look for supplies?
Is it like a pharmacy because they are looking for antibiotics for the born guy?
That sounds about right.
Pharmacy. Final answer. If you
Yep.
It's a pharmacy. That's correct.
Yeah.
Your fourth question. Who plays Alphonse Frankenstein, Victor's father, in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
I did send you this one. This is Ian Holm
That's correct.
yeah. Ian Holm. Final answer.
That's correct. And your final question. What type of animal did the Bartok scientists initially fail to teleport properly in The Fly 2?
I did tell you this one too. It's a dog.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna the species. Like the dog's fine. Dog. Final answer.
That is correct. For a clean sweep of the category.
Hey, Henry, if it'll make you
Good
feel
job,
any
hey,
better,
good
I
job.
would all those.
I know you would have.
Like without multiple. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And here is
Makes you
your
feel any better.
Oh shit! You got opponent's choice.
Oh, we talked about this, right?
Yes, we did. Do you
Let's
wanna
give them
go with that?
classics. Yeah, I
Your
agree.
burden- Your burden shall be classics, gentlemen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're going to the land of classics.
I like classics. I'm not worried.
I think Henry might get this one. I don't know. Why does Marion stop at the Bates Motel in Psycho?
It's raining.
Well, and the road's flooded out.
Well, it's raining. That's not going to overdo it. So rain.
Hmm.
Rain. Final answer.
She does not want to drive in the rain. Is correct.
Mhm.
Don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
Your second question. What type of object is used to reanimate the mummy in Hammer Horror's The Mummy from 1959?
Question one: have you seen it? Start there.
Nope.
Um, If you had to guess, would you think anything like that would be equivalent to the remake? I know you're a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I know, but
All right, we'll go multiple choice. I don't want to wait.
It's not based on the Hammer stuff though. The Hammer stuff's different. So
all right, that's fair. Yeah, multiple.
A scarab, B a scroll, C a staff, or D a stone tablet.
In the 50s, a tablet maybe.
A tablet is my gut.
All right, we both go with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
D, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, a scarab, B, a scroll, C, a staff, or D, a stone tablet?
Do you have you're the guy in this one. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. It's been a while though. It's either A or C.
I was thinking, I was leaning towards A more than
Let's
C.
go with A. A, final answer.
It's also incorrect. Actually, it's the one you didn't think. It's a scroll. They use a scroll.
I was between scroll and tablets. So
I don't mind me saying if it never comes in.
I don't mind being wrong about that one. The mummy ones are
Yeah, it was
the
totally
more
guess.
forgettable of Hammer's canon.
Their third question. Who plays Count Alucard in Son of Dracula?
Yeah, it's going to be a name that I'm not going to.
Yeah, me neither. So we might as well just check it to multiple.
Multiple.
Yeah.
A, Claude Rains, B, Nelson Eddy, C, John Carradine, or D, Lon Chaney Jr.
So
Wait a minute.
I was thinking Claude before.
Actually, John Carradine's House of Dracula. So it might be Claude, yeah.
So you want to go with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
A, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Claude Rains, B, Nelson Eddy, C, John Carradine, or D, Lon Chaney Jr.?
I think it's D, Eric.
I was thinking the same thing, so go for it.
Let's go with D, final answer.
That is correct. Lon Chaney
He
Jr.
normally plays the son of something in something. I think that was Pez's logic too.
Your fourth question. In Onibaba, the old woman and the young woman trade stolen weapons and armor for what grain?
Do you know grains? Just shoot or shoot? Because I know they're not going to know.
I would say like wheat. If I had to guess like a grain. Because you can make bread out of it.
You want to use a repeat or multiple choice or shoot?
Just shoot it. Wheat, final answer.
Wheat, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2 point steal. In Onibaba, the old woman and the young woman trade stolen weapons and armor for what grain?
So, Eric, I don't want to sound like racist or anything, but I'm thinking it's rice. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not going to
I don't have a better guess, so I haven't seen it. So, but it's a
I
Japanese
just
movie, so.
figure it takes place in Japan. Let's go with it. Rice,
Yeah.
final answer.
That is racist, but it was one of my multiple choice answers, but it's wrong. So I guess I'm just as racist as you. Millets. They traded for millets.
Oh shoot! And I've seen.
I don't
this
even know
one,
what
too.
that is.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I never would have said that in multiple choice, so it was worth a shot.
Sure.
Your final question in classics. Who directed A Bucket of Blood?
Oh, the guy, the famous dude. I'll know it on multiple.
Robert Wise?
No.
John something.
I'll know it. Go to multiple. I'll know.
Well, I know it.
Okay.
Multiple.
Extension.
Yeah, we already said multiple. It's fine.
That's fine.
All right, multiple choice. A, Val Guest. B, Roger Corman. C, Terrence Fisher, or D, Ed Wood?
Corman?
I don't think Corman did Bucket of Blood.
No.
No, it's not Ed Wood.
Fisher?
Fisher. Yeah.
C, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. A, Val Guest. B, Roger Corman. C, Terrence Fisher. D, Ed Wood.
So, Eric, Corman was more of a producer than a director, but he did direct.
He did direct. But it's either A or B. I don't know Ed Wood it is.
My gut is saying Corman, so let's go for it.
Sure.
Roger
final
Corman,
answer.
final answer.
Roger Corman did direct that. That's correct.
Bullshit.
I knew when I saw that, I was like, that sounds familiar.
Launched the careers of Ford Coppola and James Cameron.
Just to give a hint in director question with John, probably the obvious answer is it's happened to me before that it's definitely not that guy. I know it was that.
Now I'm changing the way I write my questions. Here we go. Round 3.
Yeah.
Coming right up.
Dang it,
It's the
Eric.
synopsis round. Both teams gave me 2 general categories. They're on the wheel twice, along with a 5th category I chose, also on the wheel twice for 10 slices. The Skeleton Krew can choose who wants to spin first, but each team will spin a 2, a 3, and a 5-point question on the wheel. They do get one respin in the event they don't like any of the spins they get, and we'll ask the questions until we ask all the questions or until one team's mathematically eliminated. Let me bring in that second wheel.
What score?
Right now, Skeleton Krew is winning 20-10.
Fuck.
Categories on the second wheel, we got 1960s and earlier, the 2020s, animal and nature survival, foreign language horror, and horror comedies. You guys want to spin your categories first or defer to Traps of Perfection?
We can spin first, right?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go first.
Yeah.
Your 2-pointer. Foreign language horror. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
It's for a
Sure,
two.
it's a 2. We can take it. We only need to
Yeah,
hit
let's-
this one, to be fair.
We're gonna keep it, John.
Your 3-pointer. Again.
If we don't want to, we can spin away. But
We can spin again in this one. I think the 3-pointers, some was guessable, some was not. We can spin again.
yeah,
If you
let's
agree.
go.
Here's your spin. These are the categories you must take then. You're going to get the classics. And then for 5, foreign language horror.
Okay.
I mean, if they were to write up a script, that is our best option. If we sweep, then they might miss them all in theory. So that's our best chance.
Oh boy.
I just
You
feel
got-
better because I missed Stoltz and Fright Night, and it would only be a 2-point difference. We still would be down because they punched.
Yeah.
Horror comedies. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Keep that
For two, keep it. Yeah.
on.
I also forgot to mention one play will take the 2, the other play will take
Right.
the
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
5 right on the 5.
That's fine. We'll keep that.
It's for the kids watching.
Me.
at home.
So that's why I'm fine with it.
Animal and nature survival for 3.
That's
Sure.
what you,
Yeah.
that's what you
I'll
like,
keep
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your 5.
Once again, we have to hit this in order to stay alive. So
Oh, come on.
The 2020s, but you do.
In order to have a chance, bro, we got to shoot for the animals. We got to
Okay.
shoot for it.
all
I'm
right,
just saying, if we got our respin, we got to shoot for it and
all
try to
right,
get it.
I respect it.
Yeah,
Here's
that's our
the
only
respin.
chance. We almost had it there. Come
Well,
on,
you get a
baby,
respin
come on.
because that's taken.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on.
Classics.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the 2-pointer in horror comedies. Who's going to take that one?
Henry's taking that
Me.
one.
All right.
And we have 3 piece extensions.
You have 3 left, correct. So
Okay.
horror comedies for 2, Henry. Here you go. After a highly unusual zombie saves a still living girl from an attack, the 2 form a relationship that sets in motion events that might transform the entire lifeless world. Name that movie.
Warm Bodies.
That is correct. We're going to go over to Pez for his bread and butter, animal and nature survival. Your 3-pointer. 2 sisters vacationing in Mexico are trapped in a shark cage. With less than an hour of oxygen left and great white sharks circling nearby, they must fight to survive. Name that movie.
47 meters down.
That is 47 meters down.
I was just hoping it wasn't like the sequel.
Uncaged? No,
And they're
I
not
don't
in a
think.
cage. They're not in a cage.
No, they're not in a cage in the second one. That's why
Okay.
it makes no sense. Yeah,
Okay,
because
good,
They
good,
are in
good.
a cage in the original one, but not in the
Good.
sequel. Yes,
The movie's literally subtitled Uncaged.
uncaged. Yeah,
Well, I didn't see it, which that's why I also don't do the 3
well,
point.
that's why I saw it. So yeah.
They go on to your 5-pointer. You can collaborate.
Oh, boy.
1960s and earlier. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Global panic ensues when it's revealed that a mysterious UFO is actually a giant bird that flies at supersonic speed and has no regard for life or architecture. Name that movie.
Is it one of the Godzilla ones?
It might. Well, 60s and earlier. No, it can't be Rodan because Rodan was in the 60s.
Huh?
We'll just
well,
use the extension for all.
Extension.
All right, there's an extension.
Well, I mean, it could be Rodan or the giant.
We'll save that in
claw.
the pocket. We'll think of other things for now.
or the giant claw. Giant claw is
Anything-
kind of.
Obviously, a lot of 5 points are foreign. Does it
Yeah.
sound like anything could be foreign in theory?
4, 3.
extension
All right, one extension left.
because Rodan is just Japan. I think the giant claw was more global, and that's a more obscure one for a 5. That would be maybe
All right.
the one I'm leaning towards.
So we have one more
because
extension.
it's kind of a goofy bad horror movie.
All right.
but
all right.
it's in the 50s.
Extension. Think of anything else it could be, and then you say final answer. When you're ready.
Yeah. And it was in the 50s, so that's my only inclination. So if that's my gut, I may just have to shoot for it. So
I like it.
the Giant Claw, final answer.
For 5 points. The Giant
Good job.
Claw is correct.
It's kind of a half kaiju, half animal movie, so I have seen it.
Now
It's a bad movie.
I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. I didn't hit Nevada. And
God
Eric
damn it,
Stoltz.
Henry! Why didn't you
Damn
hit
it!
Nevada and Eric Stoltz?
To be fair, I can totally screw up still my 2-pointer.
They could. Let's go.
Do you mind if
Go
I
to
take
overtime,
the
guys.
pointer?
Let's do it.
Foreign language horror. Who's going to take the 2-pointer?
I think I will take it. I think you're
Go
better at 60s than earlier.
Go ahead.
All right, here is your 2-pointer. A woman brings her family back to her childhood home, which used to be a home for handicapped children. Before long, her son starts to communicate with an invisible new friend. Name that movie.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to be pissed because I put this one here.
5, 4.
Extension?
You got it.
It's our first
15
one, right?
Yep, that's your first one.
The Orphanage, final answer.
That is correct. And your winner
Spanish movie.
is Skeleton Krew. I was saying, if you didn't get a Spanish movie right, we have to call your parents.
Yeah, I was going to be pissed. I did think about it
Just
first.
like the orphanage.
All right, that being said, we're going to go to our post-match interviews. Drop back Skeleton Krew. Guys, I mean, Pez, I think there's only a handful of people, maybe. You might be the 4th person behind, like, Luis, Jeremy, Adams, that is, to hit a 5-pointer like cold. And yet you were saying the Giant Claw from the very beginning. So the silver lining is you hit that 5 pretty confidently.
Well, and the clue there was global because, again, Rodan, Godzilla stuff is Japan-centric, so I was just going with something that's similar. I've seen the Giant Claw. It's in a bad sci-fi movie set I have of like 10 bad sci-fi movies. So I've seen it because it's like, pseudo-kaiju kind of shit. But yeah, so, I mean, I can at least take pride in that. And you know what, Henry? Bad wheel luck. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
PKO'd and we were down. 10.
We hit all 10 points for that, which is good. And I mean, what are you gonna do with the classics? Like a bunch of those movies I just haven't seen. So I don't beat myself up for movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen Onibaba. I don't have that criterion yet. What are you gonna do? I have a Hammer set I haven't dug into yet. So had I done that, but I didn't. know
After the fact, I'm gonna have Jacob hit his 3, ask his 3, and if he misses that and they miss the 5, then I'll feel bad that I didn't get Stoltz and Nevada because I was thinking Nevada, and there's no way I shouldn't have got Stoltz. I just was expecting Fly 2 to be a round 2 question. That's me, prep. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? Like they're great, and with the wheel, and we could do this match 10 times out of 10, and it would never be even close to the same.
Well, and I was confident that the one they spun, which was one of the ones we asked for, Frank Darabont, had we got those 5 questions, I would have swept it 10 points easy.
And I at least got 3 of those. I know you would have got them, but like as a unit, we would have crushed it. So shout out to them for prepping. Their non-strength. They crushed it. I can't take that away from them. So good on them. And I would love to play them again in a non-spinners opponent's choice match. And obviously, when we come back, we're gonna stay the same vibe and keep doing what we do.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you back sooner. I'm sure we're gonna finish out this thing, and we'll start again from the beginning. We'll go from there. So we'll see you guys soon. All right. Bringing today's winners officially on a streak now. The Skeleton Krew guys, great play all 3 rounds, like 10 for 10 in round 2. Only had to answer 1 question in round 3. And round 1, Eric, you were going. I thought maybe you had a chance at a perfect round until you stumbled, I think, on the classics question is when you finally missed one. How you guys feeling?
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I as soon as I heard like giant bird, I knew Pez knew it. Because I didn't know it. To be fair, but I knew Pez.
As I heard that synopsis, I was like, "It's the Giant Claw. Like it's gotta be. It's that stupid."
Hey, I wouldn't know, but you're the guy with that one. But I major props to them. Like we prepared, and I'm glad we went with Frank Darabont because I almost went with your Alien, but I know Alien has come up a bit more, so probably harder questions. And obviously they got opponents, and we did talk about in case it come up. So yeah, Classic was a fairly safe choice. But major props to them. I knew they could hit all their. They are Pez is one of those that can totally hit an unknown movie. Like I lost for when somebody hit in a 500 before. So and I know I'm terribly afraid of them of the synopsis round. And I almost second guessed myself with The Orphanage, but it was my gut reaction. I haven't seen it yet, but it kind of has to be a Spanish-speaking movie. I gotta know it. I am both very. I know for a fact we are very lucky in that regard, and totally could have been a different match, a very different wheel round, especially.
Well, I will tell you this: with this win, you are one of the 3 teams that are in the number 1 contenders match for the teams tournament. So I will wait to get 2 more people, but you are going to play in a 5-round 3-way teams match. How you guys feeling about that?
I'm feeling great. Respect and victory, respect and defeat. That was a great game with Traps of Perfection. Henry and Pez are 2 of just my favorite people in this space, and I mean that unironically. Just it's a pleasure to do this with them, and I'm fairly certain that if we did this again, they would probably win. But it was just luck was on our side tonight, and I don't want to speak for Eric, but I am ready for, I guess, that 3-way match if it's going to be a 3-way. But I'm ready for it. I can do it right now.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
can suspect. Who are the other possible teams? Like the Scream Kings are one of them.
You're the first team to qualify. So it is the winner of Hail Paymon and the Cravenites, I believe, and then the winner of Skeet Ulrich and the Scream Kings will be in that match.
Okay.
I don't know for sure who are the Cravenites are. Brandon Dunlap and who is
Brandon
the other?
and Rose, yeah.
And Paymon is the Webs.
The Webs.
Okay. Oh, all those people are good.
Hunter and Jeremy and Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah, all those
we'll see
people
how
are.
It plays out. We'll see how it plays out. But you guys have secured your spot there, so no matter what, you will be playing for a chance to go for the title. So we'll drop you guys back, and then we'll just close out this half of the show. Eric's going to be right back. We're going to go to intermission. Eric's back right after intermission, playing Jordan Huffman.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas.
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, bring a happy time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on down to the snack bar, cut your eyes out, let your eyes out, have a good time to the snack bar. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Come on, take a stroll to Hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back from intermission, and as promised, a singles match. Eric, who we just saw earlier, just in that great teams win, not 3 minutes ago, back to play in singles competition against Jordan Huffman. Let's get right to it. Let's bring these guys in. Eric, very little rest. We're gonna bring him in first. Eric, how you feeling? It seems like only a few minutes ago we saw you.
Yeah, you definitely did. Don't pay attention to the lightning or anything like that. You had time to change the shirt. That's fun.
I did.
I'm feeling
last match was so exciting. I sweat through that shirt. I had to change. So
yeah, I actually did sweat in this one. I should have changed it too. But yeah, I'm a bit of a downer because after coming after a high, there's always that big low. I believe in karma. I believe that everything balances out, and probably won't get as lucky as I did last time. But let's see what happens. Jordan is a great player. I haven't seen him since probably classics in Full Metal, and that hasn't happened in like 2 years maybe. But I know Jordan is. He's a really good player.
well, let's bring him in and see what he has to say after those compliments. Jordan Danger Huffman, how you feeling?
Yo, hey, I too believe in karma, but I also believe in streaks. So I think if you just got to win, you're pretty likely to get another. So because you're riding hot, Eric, it has been a while. You're probably right on that time frame, about 2 years. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, we both have good games.
Yeah, we just missed each other in the Rumble. I remember. Like, oh no, I didn't get the chance to play Jordan. I remember.
All right. With that being said, we are here tonight in this arena for 3 rounds of horror trivia. Let me tell you how round 1 works. In singles, it is a speed round. Jordan gave me 4 categories. Eric gave me 4 categories. I wrote 8 questions. They're going to number their boards 1 through 8 to give me answers. I'll ask a question. I'll wait 10 seconds. I'll ask another question, and I'll go on until I've asked all 8 questions. All questions are worth 1 point apiece. At the end, everybody will turn their boards around and go over their answers. If they get all 8 questions right, there is a 9th bonus question. For the duration of the match, each player will get 3 repeats in a challenge. Repeats in round 1 work like this. As time is expiring, if they'd like to use a repeat, they can. And I'll add 20 seconds to the clock, show them any questions they'd like repeated, and then give them the 20 seconds to expire. And then they can keep using repeats all the time if they want. Wouldn't advise it, but you're allowed to. Any questions before we get started?
No.
All right. That being said, your first question comes in their category of the 1990s. What 1992 sequel features performances from Clancy Brown, Edward Furlong, and Anthony Edwards? Your second question is in Sam Raimi directed. How many times has Sam Raimi directed his brother Ted in an Evil Dead franchise movie?
Should have checked that.
Your third question comes in vampire movies. Sang Hyun, the main character of 2009's Thirst, has what job before and after he's turned into a vampire? Are you up on your South Korean horror? I don't know. We'll find out.
So focusing on Japanese horror.
Your fourth question. In the Predator franchise, what country is Isabel from in Predators? Your fifth question. In the subgenre of sci-fi horror, who plays Eddie Jessup, the professor conducting drug experiments on himself in Altered States? On to the horror movies featuring Toni Collette. What general three-dimensional shape is the art exhibit that kills Gretchen in Velvet Buzzsaw? I believe it's also the name of the exhibit, but I just want the shape. Your next question. In horror comedies, in Little Shop of Horrors, what is the neighborhood where the flower shop is located called?
Thank God for the lyrics.
Okay, that's a hint. Your final question.
Sorry.
Movie release dates. What year saw the release of Frailty and Valentine? Your chance to use a repeat will expire in 5, 4, 3.
Yes. Can I get a repeat on 6?
6, not a problem. So it's the Tony Collette question. What general three-dimensional shape is the art exhibit that kills Gretchen in Velvet Buzzsaw? 20 seconds from here. And time will expire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll look at Jordan's answers first. What do you got?
I don't know, man. So for the first one, I got Pet Sematary 2. Number 2, I got 3 films. Number 3, I got Cab Driver. Number 4, I got Columbia. Number 5, I blanked. Number 6, I just went with Prism. Number 7, Shot in the Dark, Little Havana. And number 8, 2014.
And Eric.
I also went first for Pet Sematary 2. I don't know if that's the subtitle. I went with 2 because I don't know. I went with Doctor for 3. I went with Israel for 4. Went 5, Pierce Brosnan. I don't know. 6 is Sphere. 7, Skid Row. And 8, 2000.
All right. At the end of round 1, I have Eric in the lead 4-2. Here are your answers. Pet Sematary 2 is the movie that has those 3 guys in it. Ted's in all 3 of the movies that Sam Raimi directed, so that's correct. Sang-Hyun is a priest. Isabel is from Israel. William Hurt plays the professor experimenting on himself. It is a sphere that kills Tony Collette's character. Skid Row is the neighborhood in Little Shop of Horrors. And Frailty and Valentine came out in 2001.
I always do that.
I had no idea.
1 year. I was 2001. I don't know.
That being said, in round 2 in singles is our wheel round. Eric's in the lead, so he'll have to decide whether he wants to spin first or defer to Jordan. All those categories, all 8 of them are on a wheel now, along with a spinner's choice wedge and an opponent's choice wedge. Whoever's going to spin first spins the wheel. They can take the category they land on, or unless it's spinners or opponents, then they can spin again, and they have to take whatever category that is. They'll get 5 questions in that category with 2 points apiece. In the event they don't know the answer right away, they can check down to multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point. However, if they get the question wrong at any point in time, your opponent can steal. So let's bring in the wheel. Categories on the wheel today. We just went over them, but we'll go over them one more time. 1990s, directed by Sam Raimi, vampire movies, the Predator franchise, movies starring Tony Collette, science fiction horror, horror comedies, and movie release dates. Eric, do you want to spin first or let Jordan spin first?
I will defer to Jordan.
Okay, Jordan, here's your first spin. Directed by Sam Raimi. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again, please.
All right. Category you must take.
Okay.
Science fiction horror. We'll put the wheel back. Here we go. Science fiction horror. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your first question. What is Dr. Carol Bennett's medical specialty in The Invasion?
Is there a multiple choice here? I don't
Yes,
remember. Yeah, let's
There-
do that.
All right. Is it A, epidemiology, B, oncology, C, psychiatry, or D, neurology?
I'm going to go with A, epidemiology.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Eric. Is it A, epidemiology, B, oncology, C, psychiatry, or D, neurology?
I don't even know what oncology is. I will go for D, neurology.
And it's also correct. She's a psychiatrist. Oncology is the study of cancer, pretty much.
Okay.
Your second question, Jordan. Who plays the adult version of Douglas Duddits Cavell, the disabled friend of the main characters in Dreamcatcher?
Oh, no, I don't remember who's who. I'm going to need multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Donnie Wahlberg, B, Jason Priestley, C, Christian Slater, or D, Jeremy Davies? 5, 4.
Let's go with Christian Slater.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Eric. Is it A, Donnie Wahlberg, B, Jason Priestley, C, Christian Slater, or D, Jeremy Davies?
I would have said the same, but now I'll probably guess Donnie Wahlberg.
It is Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Haven't seen it.
And your third question. What's the specific name given to the genetic research facility underneath Raccoon City in Resident Evil?
Just to the research facility.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple choice.
All right. So A, the core. B, the nucleus.
The
C,
hive.
The hive is correct.
I'm sorry. I was like, as soon as it came up, I was like, oh, dummy. Because I wanted to say Umbrella Corporation so badly, but I was like, no.
Same logic here.
Your fourth question. Who directed Hollow Man?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Wolfgang Peterson, B, Gore Verbinski, C, Paul Verhoeven, or D, Paul W.S. Anderson?
Gore Verbinski.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Eric. Is it A, Wolfgang Peterson, B, Gore Verbinski, C, Paul Verhoeven, or D, Paul W.S. Anderson?
I used to know that, and I forgot. Go for, I don't know.
5, 4.
Go for Paul Verhoeven.
Paul Verhoeven did direct Hollow Man. That's correct.
Well done.
Okay. I knew somebody famous.
Your final question in science fiction horror. What initially causes the sonic feedback that shows the alien's weakness in A Quiet Place?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a speaker, B, a hearing aid, C, an air raid siren, or D, an electric guitar?
Is it a hearing aid?
It is the daughter's hearing aids. That's correct.
Yeah, that makes sense. But fun multiple choice options.
With that being said, we got Jordan's up to 4, Eric's up to 6. We're bring the wheel back.
It was a weak round for me, man.
Eric, here's your first one.
I can follow you with that.
You get movie release dates. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I mean, I put it there, but should I'll stick with it, but I don't want to test my luck.
You're sticking with movie release dates. Here are your movie release dates questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. What year saw the release of the Prom Night remake?
Oh, I did. I just saw the first one when 2011.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 2 point steal, Jordan. What year saw the release of the Prom Night remake?
2010.
You're going in the right direction. It's 2009. 1 year more, 2009.
Okay. Yeah, and it was around that time. Should have won multiple.
Here is your second question. How many years separate the first Universal Monsters film featuring Abbott and Costello from the last one featuring them? Oop, didn't mean to.
No. Can I call Jacob?
This is a Jacob.
This is a Jacob question. Multiple choice.
Is it A7, B8, C9, or D10?
B8.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Jordan, is it A7, B8, C9, or D10?
Let's go with 9.
You went in the wrong direction again. It's 7. They crammed all 4 or 5 of those movies in 7 years.
Okay.
They don't know how many there were.
I think there's at least 4. Your third question. Robert Englund's directorial debut, 976 Evil, was released in what year?
Multiple choice. I think I heard of this, but
Is it A, 1987, B, 1988, C, 1989, or D, 1990?
$1989.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Jordan, A, 1987, B, 1988, C, 1989, or D, 1990?
I was already thinking it, so let's see. 1990?
Went in the wrong direction again. It's 1988. 1988.
Damn. I'm just going to start doing the opposite of what I think.
Your penultimate question. How many years after Return of the Living Dead was Return of the Living Dead 2 released?
Oh, I should have respin definitely. It's just a bunch of movies I haven't seen. A multiple choice.
A1, B2, C3, D4.
C3.
When in doubt. 3 is
Yeah,
correct.
when in doubt.
And your final question. What year saw the release of Tobe Hooper's second movie, Eaten Alive?
Oh, crap. Yeah, I should have known you were going to go for all the weird movies I haven't seen. Kind of got an idea about multiple choice.
A, 1976, B, 1977, C, 1978, or D, 1979?
I was already thinking it, so I'll go for 76.
That is correct.
Wow.
Oh, I should have went for it. I didn't know. But
Few
I know when Texas Chainsaw came out, but how many years after? And I'm pretty sure I did see something 76, but I wasn't sure. But I'm glad I went for it.
Now you're up to 8, and Jordan's still at 4. So here is how round 3 works. It's the wheel of synopses. There's 5 categories on a wheel, repeated twice for 10 slices. Jordan gave me 2 general categories. Eric gave me 2 general categories, and I chose a random 5th category to throw on the wheel. Eric can spin first or defer to Jordan. They'll spin the wheel 3 times with 1 respin to get a 2-point, a 3-point, and a 5-point synopsis. Then I'll read those to them, starting with the player behind. They catch up. We go to the other player, and we flip-flop back and forth until either we ask all 6 questions or somebody's mathematically eliminated. So I'll bring the other wheel back while Eric decides, do you want to spin yours first or defer to Jordan?
I will spin first.
Okay, just to cover the categories we've got on the wheel today, the 1990s, the 2020s, foreign language horror, horror comedies, and vampires and werewolves. Here's your 2-point spin. Get horror comedies. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Your 3-pointer.
No, the wheel's slowing down.
You get horror comedies again.
I'll keep it again.
And your 5-pointer. The 1990s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
No, I'll spin again.
All right, category you must take. It's the 2020s.
Okay.
All right, Jordan, your 2-pointer. You get foreign language horror. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, the categories you must take then.
Unless it's something I already picked.
Yep, foreign language horror anyway.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. I
got so much lag on my end too, so like I can't. Are you fucking kidding me?
And you got foreign language horror for 3.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
And for 5, hopefully not foreign language horror. I don't want to do that to you.
I swear
It
to
is a
God.
respin. It is a respin though because Eric has that.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
all
Jesus Christ.
Hey, good game, Eric. Congratulations.
Hey, you can totally hit it.
No, I can't.
My last,
No.
you haven't seen that match, but last
don't be
match they
nice
were
to
in
me.
a big lead and they hit all of them. So anything could happen.
Man, this I'm
Believe
not
in
even
yourself.
gonna. I'll never even have heard of these.
Well, here is your 2-pointer in foreign language horror. A reporter and her ex-husband investigate a cursed videotape that is rumored to kill the viewer 7 days after watching it. Name
Okay,
the-
so the only reason I'm okay, Ringu.
That is Ringu. That is correct.
You wouldn't have accepted the translation?
No, that is no, I would not.
No, Ringu deserves to be called Ringu. That's
Yeah.
it. That's its name. Yeah.
So you're a 3-pointer now in foreign language horror. A young gymnast who tries desperately to please her demanding mother discovers a strange egg. She hides it and keeps it warm, but what emerges shocks them all. Name that movie.
The Hatching.
Oh, it's just hatching.
Hatching. Oh, Jesus.
So I think
Fuck
since
off.
you added the, I don't know. I'm gonna defer. Eric, do you think it's close enough that I can give it to him?
I believe it's a total guess. So no.
It was a total guess. I had no idea.
Yeah, I think in the event, if we go by old precedents, like since it's a one-word title, since you added the to it, I believe I cannot award you that point, unfortunately. But you had the right word. It is hatching. That is correct. So we're gonna go on your 5-pointer.
Sorry for being an asshole, but I didn't really want to answer
I don't
mine.
care. That was a shot in the dark, and then somehow I hit right next to bullseye.
We'll see whatever happens after. We'll play it out.
People will hate me after this, but that's why I'm the notable prick.
He's notable prick, everybody.
You're good.
Your 5-pointer in foreign language horror is this, and you do have 2 repeats remaining.
Hell yeah.
3 generations of men, including a pervert that constantly seeks for new kinds of satisfaction, an obese speed eater, and a passionate embalmer. Name that movie.
Three generations of men. Okay.
5, 4.
Let's repeat it. Give me a little more time to come up with a bullshit answer.
3 generations of men, including a pervert that constantly seeks for new kinds of satisfaction, an obese speed eater, and a passionate embalmer. Name that movie.
And it's a foreign language, so let's just call it La Familia.
And your winner, Erick Moreno. That's taxidermia. Taxidermia.
Second guess.
Very close. So that being said, we'll go to post-match interviews, starting with Jordan. Yeah, honestly, check out Hatching if you haven't, but to get that close just guessing is incredible. So I'm going to give you all the credit in the world for that. How you feeling after this match?
I don't feel bad. That was a... I mean, I could have done better in the first 2 rounds, for sure. No biggie, but it was still within my grasp. But getting foreign language horror 3 times in a row, which should be illegal, it is what it is. I knew from the get-go I wasn't going to get that. So not even that upset. And Eric played very well, so I do not mind losing to him, not one bit.
All right, well, we'll cycle through the whole roster quickly, and you'll be back before you know it. Is there anybody who you haven't played yet you're looking to play still?
No one in particular.
All right. Well, we do appreciate you stopping in, and we'll see you before you know it.
Yep.
All right, later. We're bringing today's winner. Eric, here's that streak you were avoiding. You did it. How you feeling?
I don't feel good about it. Like I kind of want to hear afterwards the 2-pointer just to see if it wouldn't have mattered if I gave it to him. The hatching or normal. It has happened before. Like somebody say adding the. At least here, I know in other leagues happen.
The closest thing we did have is Richie used the wrong ending to a word. Like he said affliction and the movie was afflicted. That's probably the closest miss we've had before this. This is definitely the closest miss we've had in the league. But I do believe if we go back to, I hate to say it, Schmodown precedents, 1-word titles, you can't add the word the. So that's just how it is.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad in that regard. But maybe I probably would have hit my 2-pointer. I've been getting better at those. Even last match, I almost screwed that up, but
in foreign language horror too. So
yeah, so it totally happens. The translation. I almost did say El Orfanato in vez of the orphanage.
I would have expected El Orfanato. That's the name. That's the title of the movie.
Yeah, that's the real name. Yeah.
With that being said, is there anybody you're looking to play when you come back? You will be.
I don't know. Yeah, how close I am to like there are people that play the Fatal 4-Way, for example.
You'll be relatively. You'll be within striking distance of some of those folks.
Because I would like to play like Hunter. He beat me in his when it was his league, and I'm pretty disappointed in that, and also angry because I was so close. And I would like to play Hunter again, or anybody I can beat. No, I'm kidding. But not that I can beat Hunter, but anything can happen. I didn't play my best today, but Jordan also didn't play his best, so that's how I got lucky. I never missed the fact that luck is like 30% of the most important stuff in winning. So whoever comes up is fine.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'll make sure that happens. Thank you for stopping in, and we'll close it out now. Hey, if you made this far in the video, I need you to like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group, join that, Why We Love Horror. Go to the TikTok, it's down there, WWL Horror. Lots of stuff there. You can follow me on Letterboxd if you want. And the schedule here is always the same. Monday, John versus. Thursday, Why We Love Horror. Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. Again, we appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time on Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!